Hi guys, I have a question for you. Why do you think it's important, or do you think it's important to question things in your writing? And what I mean by that is question what's going on in the world. In sort of a subtle way that people can see it or in a television show or read it in a book, kind of sit and ponder the idea. Is this right? Is it not right? That's something I've always been very vocal about doing. I've talked in other videos about how I'd like to kind of question the narrative, we'll say, for lack of better words. I like kind of question what's going on in the world, and I do it a lot. I know I do it in conspiracy theories and that kind of thing, but it doesn't have to be that way. It doesn't have to be that way. You can ask in other ways. You can kind of put ideas out there and situations in your writing and kind of explore where it goes. And you know, it doesn't have to be like great and huge like 1984, but that definitely is a very good example of what I'm talking about. There's a lot of ideas in there that people have since said, I don't know, is this kind of happening? And I don't know if that's for everyone, and if it is, it doesn't have to necessarily be political. It could be, whatever's important to you, whatever topic, subject matter, issue is a concern to you, you can bring it into your writing. And you see it all the time in television and books, movies, where there's kind of something brought up that's a interesting or a touchy subject, and it's interesting how sometimes they play out. Now, that's totally up to you, and of course, as a writer, that's something, like I say, you want to challenge your readers. You want your readers to be left thinking about stuff. And I know not everything has to be leave a reader with a huge thing to contemplate, but it's nice to have something kind of into the story, added into the storyline that does that. And it doesn't have to be a super serious book either. I've seen, and comedy is a perfect example of that. It's not super serious, but there's some comedians out there who are fantastic, who make some very strong points and bring up subjects that are touchy sometimes, and kind of put some ideas out there. And they do that. That's for that particular reason. They do it for that reason. They want to kind of make you think and make you wonder, and just sort of get a point across without being super serious. And people enjoy that when it's in a form of entertainment. And we've seen it in music too, and so on, where things are questioned. You've all heard songs where certain things about society is questioned by the person who wrote the song. And that's a good thing. And that's what I think, in my opinion, art is supposed to be about. It's not supposed to be about just making some quick cash and entertaining people. Although it's often said that artists should keep their mouth shut and not have an opinion. I think most artists do have an opinion, just like normal people and everything. And sometimes it's put out there in their art. Sometimes they just vocally speak about it. And I have done that too. But getting back on subject, I think it's important to question things in the world. What's going on? Again, what's important to you? And if it's important to you, it will be easy to dive into and put it out there, because you want people to see your side of things and what you're thinking, what you're considering, or maybe not. You could do it completely opposite. Let's explore if it's this way instead of this way. I don't know. I mean, I just think it's important. Always have. One of the reasons why I write, always has been, even when I was writing stupid little stories when I was 16, I always had an idea, I always had a motive, I had a reason. I wanted to kind of affect people's emotions and make them think about stuff. And even if it's something as simple as how we treat one another, it doesn't have to be a huge world-changing event. How do we treat each other? And that comes out a lot in art, and that comes a lot in writing and television and whatnot. We see it all the time. How do we treat each other? Even if it's something as simple as that. What do you think? Like, subscribe. Thank you for checking out this video.